And you know, you've always wanted to go to Big Sky Country.
I have.
This is as close as you're going to get.
No. Looks like a nice trip to me, my friend.
Ooh. Ooh. Tell him feeling those veers from earlier.
I want to put that. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, everybody, welcome back to 21090. I am Andy. This is Todd, and yep, we're going to Big Sky Country today.
You always wanted to go there.
I have, and you know what? We love bourbon, but bourbon, contrary to popular belief, does not need to be just from Kentucky. Bourbon can be from anywhere in the United States, including the very first distillery in the 44th state, Wyoming. And the story here is really, really cool.
Well, what is it?
So Wyoming Whiskey, it's in a small town of less than 100 people, Kirby, Wyoming, which is an old mining town with literally like a ghost town across from it. So it's pretty cool. But the two founders, Brad and Kate Mead, they're ranch owners. They decided they wanted to open a distillery, but they needed some guidance. So they called Steve Nally, who was the former master distiller at Maker's Mark.
Ah,
he retired.
There it is. There it is.
He is a member of the Bourbon Hall of Fame, which I didn't know existed. They called him to come and say, hey, can you work with us?
And this is how this came.
And he's like, yeah, but we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. So a lot of these small craft distilleries that start up, they don't use a 53-gallon system. They use smaller barrels to try and kind of make the aging process quicker.
Yeah.
He's like, no, everything's going to be old-fashioned. We're going to use local ingredients. So everything is locally sourced within 100 miles of the Bighorn Basin, which is really cool out there. Which is neat. Yeah, the wheat, the corn, the barley, and it's the water. Yeah, the water comes from an aquifer that is like a mile deep limestone that's
everything's
like
sounding
million
good.
years old. I mean, and even the proprietary use is a blend of two different yeasts, so they won't give one is very high yield, the other one is got more of a fruity note to it. So everything about this is saying this is cool. It's distinctly Wyoming in a bottle. So
What should we start first?
All right, so let's start with a small batch. This is the one that's readily available.
Okay.
You're going to see this on shelves everywhere. This is batch 56.
88 proof, 40%.
88 proof, and the little story, by the way, with the 88 proof. It's 88 proof because the 44th state, they doubled that, which is also, again, this little kind of cool.
They're on point.
Wyoming, yeah. So, but the mash bill here, it's a high wheat mash bill, 20% wheat, 68% corn, 20% wheat. The rest is barley, again, all locally sourced. So let's get a nose on this puppy.
Look, first of all, look, beautiful color on it.
Yeah.
Yep, and then the nose is, whoa. I get a little bit of wood on that though.
Yeah, there is some oakiness on that.
Smells nice and sweet. A little bit of red hot.
A little nuttiness there.
Ooh, okay. Oh, it smells really good.
Honey almost.
Honey. Ooh.
This is got a nice, pretty smell on this, actually.
Let me get a taste of it. Cheers.
Yeah, let's do that.
Smells delicious. You know what? You know I'm gonna like that.
Yeah.
It's
that's really nice.
really smooth, really easy to drink. It's similar to the qualities that I see in Larceny. And I don't know if it's the high yield wheat in the grain bill, but that is so smooth.
Yeah.
So easy to drink. There's no burn at all.
Well, there's a sweetness there, which I really like. Again, I think some of that is the high wheat bourbon, but
I get even some vanilla notes too.
There's also really
caramel, vanilla. I don't know if that's the sweetness. Maybe that's the sweetness.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that. And there's a fullness to this, which I like.
Oh,
this is a really nice.
Let me ask you this. So you even said before we did this video, you're gonna like this. I think because of what I know about it, not tasting it and knowing what I like. I love this.
When I was researching about this and I was looking back, and even the correlation between Maker's Mark, which is another high wheat bourbon, and just kind of the attention to detail, just the locally sourced, and how they continually progressed. And I just had this feeling this was going to be wonderful. And I've heard really good things about Wyoming whiskey. It's kind of like a hidden gem.
I've never heard of it. I'm a new whiskey drinker, as you can probably tell from these videos, but I think I might like this better than larceny.
Oh,
Is that possible?
I definitely do.
Now, what's the price on something like that? Now, we live in Maryland.
Out here, we get, I think it's about 33, something like that.
It's a moderately priced. Not bad at all then.
And for the price, again, this is a nice bourbon.
Oh, I love it.
I'm enjoying. You already done?
It's fantastic. That's really good.
So review number 1, Todd enjoyed the small batch very much. I had a feeling you would.
You were right on that. 100%. So that being said, now we're moving to the single barrel.
Let's do that. All right, so clearly you enjoyed the small batch. Yeah, and I did too. This is the first time I tried this. This is a nice whiskey. I really enjoyed this.
I'm going to go get a bottle very quickly.
Well, good. See, you're liking this bourbon journey, huh?
How can you not?
This is fun. Now, I found this the other day, and I picked up. I had not seen anything from Wyoming Whiskey anywhere in Maryland other than their small batch before. And this is just this lone little bottle sitting on the shelf, and did not realize this is actually probably kind of tougher to get than I thought.
Yes.
I picked it up. This is their single barrel. This is 96 proof.
Okay.
And aged 5 years. And I had a couple sips. I'm not going to lie to you. I love this. So it was a lot. So it's the same grain bill.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one has some more jazzed up notes to me that came across on kind of that cinnamon, that kind of the spice, the nutmeg.
Okay.
I'll let you kind of for yourself.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. The single barrel, obviously, 1 barrel. This has multiple barrels. So that's the only difference between these two bourbons is the fact that
each barrel is going to taste different, and the age is different. This is not age statement. This is 5 years.
5 years.
They let you know, this is a limited release, so there's not a whole lot of this. You can see it's a little bit darker.
Yep.
Nice caramel color on this.
You know what? Aroma's very similar. Maybe a little bit more that red hot, sort of the.
There's a mineral note on here too, which is a little bit different.
Mineral note. Okay.
I think then
it does taste.
It
smells slightly different. Yeah, I'm getting a bit more just in the oomph to it, so you can tell it's a higher proof, but not by much. I mean, it smells very similar. So cheers.
Let's try this out.
You see now. That's quite easy to drink too.
Oh,
that is certainly easy as a relatively new bourbon whiskey drinker. That's very pleasant to drink. That's so easy, super easy to drink, and it's a higher proof.
It is. You can feel a little bit more, I think, of that.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit.
I think it feels a little bit bigger. Obviously, it's.
We need to go to Wyoming.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
But what I like about this is some of those flavors are amped up a little bit, especially in those spice components. You do get some cinnamon, some caramel.
A little bit of spice too.
There's some spice. A little.
Is it an allspice? Well, I don't know what that spice is. You can tell it's a bigger proof, but not by much. It's not like a.
No, it doesn't.
Boom.
It doesn't.
I mean, you could,
this is,
like you said. I mean, last night
and some
sipped
people
on this all night long.
I did.
Right?
Well, and there were some prominent whiskey reviewers that say that they would have liked to jazz up a little bit more up and more of a barrel strength type. And I get some people like that. I love barrel strength. You saw we did the larceny barrel strength, and we'll link you back below. I thought that was fantastic. That was better than, but this didn't need it. To me, this is really nice the way it is.
That's fantastic.
And I really, really enjoyed this. I was very impressed. I had no experience with Wyoming whiskey, and I absolutely adored it. I thought it was fantastic. And to each their own. People don't like it. That's fine. Tell us about it.
I don't know how you could not like that, though. How would you not like that whiskey?
Everybody's got their own.
I guess
opinions are like, you know what? Everyone's got one.
Yeah, I know there's more expensive, more ornate sort of detail. I don't know what, but to me,
this is
what's the cost? So you said this was about 35.
What's this? 33, 35. This is going to cost you somewhere up between $60, $70
right,
if you can find it. I haven't seen it anywhere. I even looked online. There's not a whole lot of it out there.
That's good then. Good find.
Some, I think even some are exclusive to the distillery itself. Not this one, but like they have a barrel strength. I would love to try this. I think we're gonna have to go out to Kirby, that little small mining town
How do you get there?
In Wyoming, a plane. I'm thinking.
You sure?
Maybe these days, maybe we drive.
There you go.
This is a nice story about something outside of Kentucky that's doing bourbon the old-fashioned way with local ingredients. It's pure. It's bourbon. It's real stuff. And it's just not, you don't have to be in Kentucky. You know, you can make good stuff anywhere, and this is a prime example.
And you know
well
what?
done.
Yeah, that shows it, and we're all about that.
Well done. I love it.
Let's do it until the next one.
So do you want to rate it real quick? Like 5 barrels, what would you give?
Wow. I think the intensity of this is really nice. It's still very easy to drink. So for this, I'm going to get 4 or 5. I loved it.
Another good score.
4, yeah, a little bit below that.
Oh, you actually like this one more?
Yes.
I'm surprised. That's
because
good. I like that.
Well, here's the thing. I know that there's a bit more flavor in that. There's more complexity in that. I could tell it right away. I maybe couldn't describe it to you, but they're very close. I love them both.
And honestly, I was really impressed by this.
Yeah.
I hadn't had this before. I thought this was dynamite. You know, it's just cool. I fell in love with the story. I fell in love with the you know the
What would you give these?
Honestly, I think they're both of them. I would equally give them 4.25s on both of them. I think they're great.
There you go.
I think they're fantastic. So
if you've had it, comment below.
Let us know what your thoughts are on Wyoming Whiskey from Kirby.
Which is somewhere in Wyoming.
Somewhere in Wyoming. I think it's like, 4 hours from Jackson or something like that. Everything's 4 hours from everything in Wyoming. But this was fun. This is really cool, man. This is real cowboys drinking bourbon, man.
Are you going to pour me any more of that?
No, I'm going to keep that. You can have a little swig of that.
I'm good with that. Until next time.
Oh, and don't forget, if you like what you see from 21090, please hit that subscribe button and click that little bell in the corner. It's going to let you know every time we got a brand new video coming out. We've got Instagram, Twitter, Untappd, and Facebook. You can follow us on all of our feeds. We got more bourbon, beer, and rock and roll coming at you real soon.
Fun stuff.
Hey, stay
tuned.
tuned.
We're all about having fun.
Till next time.
Cheers.
From Baltimore to Kirby, right?
Wyoming.
Awesome.
Well done. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was fantastic. I'm buying a bottle of this.